But you, Anders. Say hello, Sunday drivers.
Take a picture of Dad saying hi, Sunday drivers. We're finding somewhere else to put on Clarence's boots.
For what?
For walking in puddles.
Hey, Sunday drivers. We're heading up on the Great River Road on the Missouri side of the river. On this nice rainy Sunday afternoon. And as Clarence said, we're looking for a place so he can put on his rain boots and go into a puddle. I thought I'd tell you a little drive-by history about the Great River Road. So along this road here, you've got some big towns. Hannibal, you know of, you've heard of that. That's where Mark Twain is from. There's also Louisiana, Ellsbury. And all of those towns were relatively big when the steamboats would stop there. There was a lot of wealth there, and you can see that in a lot of the old restored houses. Well, once the steamboats left, the business dried up, and so a lot of those towns started to shrink, and people would abandon the town and whatnot. When the 1930s, there was a push to get a river road built all the way up the Mississippi, from down south in Louisiana all the way up and actually into several provinces in Canada. I'm not quite sure how that works, because the Mississippi, I think, ends in Minnesota, or starts in Minnesota, but for whatever reason there were a couple of Canadian provinces that wanted to be part of this Great River Road. So this is the Missouri portion of it here, north of St. Louis on Route 79, and this portion of it was, and then the portion south of St. Louis. And there's lots of bridges on it. These portions were kind of designed and planned by a couple of men prominent in St. Louis. One we've already talked about, Greensfelder, and he was behind buying several parks and building monuments and whatnot, developing natural areas in the St. Louis area. But then there was a Missouri representative named Clarence, and together they had proposed these routes. This was back in the 1930s or so, and ever since then, those towns that I mentioned before that were boom towns during the steamboat era are being renovated, and people are moving back to them, and the economies are growing again. And so you can see a lot of those old historic buildings in sort of a Victorian style. We thought it'd be a fun place to drive because it's a beautiful drive, and we don't necessarily have to get out and do anything in order to enjoy it. So sometimes, even if it's raining, you can find a good place to go Sunday driving. And Clarence is excited about the possibility of jumping in some puddles. So until next time, thanks for driving with us. And be sure to help support the show by going to Ebates. Ebates.com is a place that you can get cash back for the purchases that you're already making online. So far this year, Kezia and I have gotten about $75 in cash back. And if you use our link, which I'll link to in the description below, you can help support the show. So until next time, thanks for driving with us.
And then I have my backpack in the car. It's kind of flower. It's blue.
What kind is it?
It's
Could you ask them? Say what? Show them the flower. Show the camera the flower and say, what kind of flower is this?
What kind of flower is this?
Where are my sons? Where are they? Where are they? Where are they?
Where are we